Right then guys, welcome back to another video. I want to make this one quick because I just want to help you guys with this video. It has no purpose behind it, no real meaning. It's the most depressive day of the year today. It's the most depressive week. It's the third week of January. This is when people are short on money. This is when people are pissed off. You know, this is when the novelty wears off. And it's often what people forget about life is that, you know, these regular novelty-based checkpoints, they don't last long. So if you've just gone, right, Christmas, New Year, back to work, oh, how was your Christmas and New Year, everyone? Hope you're all good. When's so-and-so back? Oh, he's not back till next week. Oh, okay. So we won't really start properly until next week. And you're kind of like half-arsing your work, right? You know, you're just pissing around at work, you're doing what you have to do. And, you know, meetings are kind of still chilled and everyone's laughing and joking. And then you say, well, you know, we'll pick it up in a few weeks when everyone's back. And then that third week is this first proper week where it's the repetition of routine, of normal routine. It's like you've had a normal week, you've had a weekend, you go back, shit, it's the same again. This isn't going to change, is it? New year, new me was a load of bollocks. It's the week where people have been in the gym for at least 3 weeks and they've not got results yet. They're starting to get annoyed. They're freezing cold. You know, bills are stacking up. It's a long month. They haven't got a lot of money. And then you realize, oh, like this isn't going to change quickly. If I want change, it's going to take a long time. If I need to get anything done, it's going to take a long time. Just because it was Christmas, New Year, just because the calendar's got an extra number in it, nothing is going to change. This is the calendar effect. It's all just monotonous daily routine and it's very boring. And I'm very good at that. I am very good at just sitting there and doing the boring work. As much as I enjoy flying around the world and buying houses and doing them up and doing all the cool shit and launching. Look at what we've done, guys. Look at this new idea. Look at this new product. Look at the new trench coat. I'm very good at 99% of the time just doing the boring, monotonous jobs on repeat. Just sitting there and recording, editing, answering the emails that I need to answer, making the phone calls that I need to do, just trying to sort things out, just going to meetings, setting things up. It's bland, but it's business. That's where results are done. Like today in the gym, I did 54 kg dumbbell press, flat bench. I think I did 4 reps. I wanted to get to 6, but I couldn't. So I did 4 reps. And I've been trying to achieve that for a long, long time. And now I've pulled it off and it's a monumental day. But there's a lot of weeks, especially during the Christmas period when everyone was going out drinking, enjoying themselves, where I was in the gym just doing 50, yep, 50, yep, 50, yep. Same shit on repeat. You know, a couple of supersets, trying to strengthen your body in other ways. My legs have exploded in the last 2 weeks. I actually can't believe it. I've been trying to do it for years. And I found that single leg training was the game changer, which I'll do a video on the paid school community at some point. But there's a lot of other fitness videos on there. And they've exploded and it's like, oh wow, starting to get results in that area. Like it's a nice feeling when the results come in, but 99 of the days out of 100 are, let's keep going. Yeah, but there's no evidence. Yeah, but let's keep going. That's what it is all the time. And that's why today is the most depressive day and this week is the most depressive week, is because everybody assumed they'd hit the ground running like a lunatic. They get used to regular checkpoints, which I need to do a video on. I can't remember if I did a video on this for school or whether for you guys, but I need to make a video on it. That the problem with being young is you get regular checkpoints. But I'll do that next, straight off the back of this, so I don't forget, because I've been thinking about it for a while. Either way, if I've made it twice, it's helpful, it's useful. It must, you know, it has to be made twice just to reiterate it as well. But you know, so many people went through Christmas and it was like, the problem with Christmas is you have, when do you finish? And then you start watching everybody finish and then it's your time, you're finished. How many days you got off? Oh, I've got 2.5 weeks off. Okay, nice. And what do you have? You have Christmas Eve, you have Christmas Day, you have Boxing Day, and you have a few little flitter days, maybe family shows up, maybe you go and see somebody you haven't seen in a while. Then you have New Year's Eve, then you have New Year's Day. You know, it's 5 days quickly, back to back, and in between that you have sports. Oh, it's a Saturday, there's football on. Oh, it's a Sunday, there's more football on. Oh, they've got a special game midweek. It's like constant. It's just hitting you. It's dopamine all the time. You're seeing a new family member. Who are we seeing today? Who's coming to the house? You know, oh, presents. Like everything's a dopamine hit. Do you want some We're going to go down the pub. We're all going to go down the pub and we're going to eat some shit food. We're going to order pizzas. It's constant. But the reality of life is you wake up, you go to the gym, you go to work, you come home, you cook your dinner, you do something for yourself, and then you go to bed and you do it all again. And then you wait till payday. And when you get payday in a month, you do something with that money that can potentially change your life. Whether that might be investing, starting your own side hustle, buying a product, selling a product. I don't know what it is for you, but it could be a pay rise at work that you're working towards. It might take 6 months, but that's normal life. Things take a long time. But I feel like the Christmas period, New Year, it makes people think it's instant. And all the people that are giving up in the gym now, all the people that are depressed now are instant gratification people, because they're going, well, I'm 3 weeks into January and I've still got a belly. And it's like, yeah, you're probably still going to look like a fat slob for at least another 12 months. That's just the nature of the beast. I've always said to you guys, get in shape for next summer. So I'm going to get in shape for this summer. I'm going to be, the best looking man in the world. I'm going to look fantastic on the beach. It's like, no, you put yourself in such a shit deficit. It's going to be another one. You're going to have to go around full circle. It's going to be a year and 6 months before you can actually take your top off in public and go, damn, I look good. And it started in September. Not New Year, not January 1st, probably September. As soon as things were getting a little bit colder and you just went, okay, I'm going to dedicate. Nobody's got that mindset. I've been working on things since September that are only coming into fruition now. Things that are my trench coat. Now that I've put on some extra size, I put on my trench coat for somebody the other day and they went, wow, that looks incredible. And I was like, I looked in the mirror, I was like, yeah, it does actually. And I've got a second version coming that is an improvement on that. Because when I was skinny, I didn't think it looked good. So I was like, shit, you're going to have to improve it. You're going to have to change this material. So they've reinforced the collar, reinforced the whole coat, made it look even better. That's on the way now. It should be here in the next couple of days. And then we can start selling it to everybody, which I can't wait for. I can start doing some modeling shoots and whatnot. But we've been working on that since September. Imagine working on something since September and only having 2 versions because it takes so long to create, ship, get to you and whatnot. And then eventually they go, right, let's go. And then it'll all be 100 miles per hour. People will be buying the coats and people go, oh, you've got a fashion brand now. We'll be going out doing photo shoots and, you'll be feeling like Tom Ford. Well, yeah, but since September, that is something I've been working away at. And I've been trying to do fashion since I began this channel. That's how long it takes and every day is boring. Right now I'm just sat waiting for the coats. Right now I'm sat waiting for the supplements. Right now I'm sat waiting for, there's a house that I want to buy for One International that is a very good price and an unbelievable deal that will change the game for us, that I'm trying to get across the line right now. We have the money available for it. We can go anytime we want. I called them this morning and I was like, hey, look, I put in a form yesterday. Usually people have got back to me by now. I really want this house. What can we do? Guy goes, I'm having the worst day of my life. Can you call me tomorrow? I was like, yeah, all right, yeah, sure. I was like, very unprofessional. You may have just put me off buying it because now I don't know if I can trust you because you're an emotional individual. If that was me, I would have just dealt with it. I don't care what situation I was in, I would have dealt with it. But I was like, okay, here we go. But no, another monotonous day where it's just like, oh, okay, well, you've been to the gym, you've got a task list, start ticking your way through it. He'll probably call tomorrow. I'm so sorry. I was super busy. Somebody died in my family. And then he shows a new side of him and he's like, let's get the ball rolling on this. I think I can get this wrapped for you within a month. Then it's all systems go. It's craziness. Everyone's going, wow, I wish I had your life. Yeah, but that's the sitcom version of my life. That's the difference. It's the sitcom version. It's the condensed, whoa, look at that for a highlight. It's really cool. It's like watching Owning Manhattan with Ryan Serhant and seeing him go to all these massive houses, sell the house, be in the back of the car making a deal. Then they have a launch event that night. Somebody's doing something and they go there and they're celebrating everybody. They're all clanging drinks. And it's like, yeah, but you don't see the paperwork. You don't see the times where he sat in the office just boringly going through emails, dealing with headaches. You only see the good stuff and the drastically bad stuff that they overcome. You don't see the really small things in between, the annoyances where you go, do I really have to deal with this today? Do I really have to go and do that for an hour? That's a pain in my ass. You don't see that. And that's why so many people get depressed this time of year, because they don't realize you just fall back into routine. It's input and routine, input and routine, input and routine. And when you have systems in place, just make those systems better. That's all you have to focus on. and the results will speak to themselves. And then there will be a day, May 5th, where you are sat on a balcony, on a rooftop bar or something. I think I've said rooftop bar at least 1 in 3 videos that I've ever made. There's an inside joke with a lot of the, well, everybody now, but the French guys in 1M International started it, where they go rooftop bar and they like take the piss. You would know, you'd get it if you were in the group. It's a great community. I love that community. But yeah, it's that there'll be a time, 5th of May, random date. I don't know why I said that. It'll be a Saturday or something, and you'll be sat out with friends on a rooftop bar, and you'll be having a glass of red wine, and you'll look around and you'll go, things worked out. I've got a really good life. Yeah, but, you know, and they'll go, oh, what a summer this is going to be now. I can't wait for summer. And you're like, yeah, but you got there from January. You got there from January just doing the same boring shit on repeat. Like, I think the next highlight in most people's lives is the first warm day. That's probably the next highlight in a lot of your lives. The first day where you can walk outside and you go, oh, it's really nice and warm today. Oh my God, summer's coming. I feel a lot better. My mind feels freer. I feel more positive at the moment. I don't know what it is. I think it's the weather. And people go, yeah, it was a long winter. It doesn't matter. You control everything. You control every element. Just lock in, do what you need to do. Just do it on repeat. Just head down, look at the screen, do what you need to do, answer the emails, go through everything. Obstacle is the way. Headbutt the hard problems and just work away until things ease off. There's no other way. No, here's the thing. People go, oh, so I'm just supposed to work 24/7. No, you're looking at it the wrong way. It's all about longevity. Have a night off. Go for a meal with someone. You know, sit down, watch a movie for 3 hours and then get an early night and get up the next day late. Friday into Saturday and go, oh, I feel amazing. Like, what am I going to do this morning? It's really cold. I'm just going to go to the gym, come back, and have a day just cleaning the house. And I'm just going to go for a nice walk and do nothing. And it's like, yeah, but success is failing you. Like, your success is right there just to go. No, I need a rest day so that I can go back at it like a lunatic next week. That's how winning is done. That's how you get results. But everyone went full on, like I told them not to. Everyone went full on like a lunatic on January 1st. My year, it's going to be my year. It's a marathon. And 50 meters later, they've got cramp and they're going, oh shit, I've just pulled a hamstring. And it's like, what are you doing? Relax. Like, it's by the first mile, they're like, I need water. I can't run. Like, my legs are tying up. I don't think I'm going to make the remaining miles. And it's like, look what you've done. You've just come out the block. You tried to sprint a marathon like a moron. Like, I've started New Year and I went, what do we need to do? What's the plan? What do we need to do? Do I want to go to the gym? Yeah, but I'm not going to push it because I haven't been to the gym for 5 days, 6 days. Okay, so I'm just going to steadily go back to routine. I'm going to make sure I don't get ill. I'm going to get some early nights. I'm not going to do too much too soon. I'm not going to try and start 10 new projects. I'm going to just master the ones that we've got. And that's all I'm going to do this year. Master what we've got, make it better, and continue to make it better. Last year was crazy. I just want nice, runnable systems that are in place, whether I work or not. You know, they're just going to be making me money. They're going to be doing what they're supposed to be doing, and everything's going to work and function properly. That's new year, new me. That's the only way to do it. And it won't be this year. It'll be 3-4 years' time where you go, oh, I'm now a new version of me. But you don't realize because it creeps up on you. It's not something you can do overnight. And quit smoking, quit drinking, quit doing drugs, quit going out. I'm going to give up women too. You're going to drive yourself nuts as well. Like, you should quit all of those, but problem is it's too much at once. You know, I'm going to be the type of guy who does this, that you can't do it all overnight. And that's why people get to week 3, the Monday today, and they go, this is the most depressed I've ever felt. I feel terrible. And they relapse and they go back to their old routine. I guarantee this figures on, you know, most people have an alcoholic beverage on like this Monday more than any other Monday. It'll be something like that. I guarantee it will be, you know, the most cigarettes consumed. Do you know what? Funny I say that, actually. There's so many people that I walked past earlier in smoking areas. And I bet so many people had a New Year's resolution and just quit today. I bet they're like, oh, just one today, I'm just stressed. I bet it's the day where, you know, the most masturbation, you wouldn't be able to measure this, but the most masturbation has been done. I bet there's more visits to Pornhub and stuff like that than any other day. Because everyone gets back from work and goes, oh, fuck this. I bet more people are pulling sick days today than any other day apart from like the Super Bowl Monday. It's just, people go too hard. They overestimate what they can do in the short term, but they underestimate what they can do in long term. You can accomplish anything over like a 10-year period. Men who think in decades are dangerous. I've been telling you this for years. Everybody wants to win tomorrow. Everybody wants to push it and go, this is my year. You watch me take it. It's going to blow out of steam. You're going to be pissed off. You're going to get yourself low, get yourself down. I haven't been ill in about 4 or 5 years. There's a reason for that. I don't ever push myself to 110%. I keep it at like a consistent 80. All the time, just consistent 80. Like I could have gone to the gym today and done 1 or 2 reps of 60 kg, but I might have got injured as well. So I just keep it at 54 because I know I can probably do it, and I just push it up and I just steadily increase what I can do. Same in life. Like I want to buy so much furniture for this place. You guys know I have a furniture addiction. I'm not doing it. I'm holding out. There's coffee tables I want. There's lamps that I want, that I've spotted. I really want to deck this place out and make it a home. And then I'm like, yeah, but do you need it? Will a coffee table change your life? No. Will it look good? Yeah, so who cares? We'll do it at a later date. Like we got other things to be putting our mental energy into right now. And that's what a lot of it is, physical and mental energy. Where are you going to distribute it? And everyone unloaded their whole tank within 3 weeks. I'm going to get a wife this year. It's like, you have no idea. You have no idea. Just take it date by date and just see what happens and enjoy yourself. You know, just let the year unfold as it may. Put the work in, focus on input, do the monotonous work day after day, take your regular breaks and just see what unfolds throughout the year, because wins will come along, losses will come along, but that's how long-term winning is done. You don't do it overnight. So if you're feeling like shit today, if you're feeling depressed, if you do feel as though this is the worst week, you've got no money, it's because you're trying to rush everything. That is exactly why. You're trying to force everything over the line. You're trying to, you've bulked all winter, now you're trying to cut for summer and you've just lost all your gains because you're trying to rush it. Take your time, do it slowly, do everything methodically. Like you can't rush life, you can't rush results. The slower you do things, usually the better they turn out to be. Now you can make quick decisions and stuff like that. You can be very decisive in what you do. But if something needs to stop and you can't go any further, try and find a solution if you can. But if it can't go any further and you have to wait, what can you do? I've messaged my coat supplier about 6 times in the last 6 weeks. When's it ready? When's it ready? When's it ready? Can I have the shipping number? Can you send me the links? Yeah, we'll try and get them for you now. So I know that plane is probably still on the tarmac. And as soon as it is, it takes off. It'll take a day, whatever, boom, 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 2 days. Oh, here's the shipping number. Oh my God, it's on the way, is it? Yeah, nice, bam. So it's all craziness then. And it all gets nuts. But in the meantime, you go, pretty boring. And that's business. And it is what it is. And then the coat will arrive. Then my camera guy will arrive. And then we'll go, let's go and do a photo shoot. Let me just get dressed up all nice. Let me look amazing. Okay, I feel good. Knowing that you're coming tomorrow, I'm going to go and have a sauna tonight. I'm going to smash the gym. I have to get this done. I have to look as good as possible on camera tomorrow. Okay, cheekbones are out. Jawline's looking good. Okay, let me get all this shaped up. I don't usually go to the barber, but I'm going to go to the barber to make sure I look my best. Okay, and then we've got the photo shoot tomorrow. What's the weather like? That's the craziness. And then you get all the shoot done. You go through all the photos. That one's good. That one's good. Mate, these are sick. Well done. What a great job you've done. Oh, mate, these are going to sound like crazy. Before that, it was 2 months of nothingness, just waiting. You've done all the hard work, you've designed them, you've done all the AI design and whatever, you got all the pictures. It's going to be so sick when, okay, but then when lasts 2-3 months. And during when, you just have to do systems. You just have to do boring shit on repeat. Nobody knows that, I swear to God. It's only the people at the top that know that. That's why I've always said to you guys, I would love to vlog my life, which I think I'm going to be able to do now because One International's got us traveling to a different place every month. So I can almost do an episode per month, almost like a series. But before that, it's fucking boring. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to do. It's dull. It's more stress. It's more, instead of progression, you just put fires out every single day. I used to say to people, I feel like I'm constantly moving backwards because I'm putting fires out continually. I want to be going forward. I want progression, but I'm fixing things that are already done. I'm redoing them. I'm putting them in position. Yeah, there's a lot of that. Believe me, there's a lot of that in life. You get used to it. You can't escape it. But once you have done it, it's almost like waves in the sea. There's breaks where you go, oh shit, there's nothing in the way right now. We can make progress. And it's just putting out those fires continuously that gets you those breaks. And that's what you got to do. Just fight it, survive. Fight it, survive, do the same things on repeat every day, fight it, survive, same things on repeat every day. And you just do that for months. And then you go, wait, hang on a minute. We got some spare cash here. We got no bills for 9 months. There's no problems. There's nothing in the way. Hey team, what do you think about boom, 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 and boom? And everyone's like, green light it. Let's do it. Let's go. Go and purchase it. And then you go and acquire a new property and you post all the videos and everyone's going, this guy's the man. You only get there from extinguishing fires on repeat, dealing with little problems, doing the basic routines, the random Wednesday that nobody gives a shit about, where I worked all day and then sat and watched the Champions League game and went, I'm going to go to bed. Nothing impressive, guys. And then went to bed early, got up early, went to the gym, pretty much did my same routine, pushed myself as much as I could, felt just as strong as I did last week, no difference. Looked a little bit fleshed out. Yeah, okay, I'm going to come back, I've got to do a food shop. I'm going to buy all the same food I bought last week. And I'm going to make a nice coffee, the same coffee I made today, last week, the month before. It's boring, that's life. Get used to it, otherwise you're going to be depressed because you're looking for highs, you're seeking happiness. It's more contentment, that's what you're chasing. Being content with every single day. And then now and then you get an uplifting day and you go, ooh, that's nice. I enjoyed that. That's what life's all about, these little moments, working towards them. Doesn't happen very often, guys, but the name of the game is just input. Just focus on the same shit, on repeat, same 5 things for 5 years, which is what we promote in the free school community. If you want to join, it's free, honestly. The link is below. I'll put it as the pinned comment as well. And yeah, get in there, see the system, same 5 things on repeat for 5 years. And if you want that extra level, join the paid community, $49 per month. It will be going up very soon to $69, I believe. I think we've got nearly 500 people in there now, and you get massive discounts on the supplements, the coat. So the coat's about £100 discount, $150 discount. It's something incredible. And then you also get access to 1M International. You know what's going on with 1M International. You can see the events. You can talk to me one-to-one. It puts you a little bit more in the loop and you can see what's happening. The information goes up a few levels past this like surface level, me just talking to you on camera. So I'll see you guys there. Hope you enjoyed it. A lot more content to follow this week. I've got a lot more time. So speak to you guys soon. Welcome back, guys. So I've never done that intro before, have I? Welcome back, guys. Okay then, guys. Welcome back to another video. Do you want to know the problem with being young? Is things happen too quickly. So I think I made this video before, but I want to make it again because it's really on my mind again. And I think it's the perfect time of year to tell you guys. I can't remember if I made it for school or for you guys, but I want to reiterate it. The problem with being young is you get regular checkpoints. Everything happens so quickly where, you know, you're born and everything is brand new. You're doing everything for the first time. And it hits you like a massive dopamine wave. You're seeing like a cow for the first time. You're seeing like a fox, a badger as a kid. You're seeing different types of dogs and you're getting excited. We see this all the time. You're meeting different family members. They're picking you up and flying you around like a rocket ship. Everything's fun and entertaining. Then you get to school age. You go to school, you meet all your friends. You have your first school birthday party and stuff like that. You have a school disco, all that bollocks. And not shitting on school discos. They are elite. Then you go to like a sports team. You start playing sports, you score your first goal. Then maybe you go to secondary school or whatever it is in America, like the next level. And this keeps happening. And every year it's like, for example, you go to college and it's like is it like sophomore, you got freshman and you got like sophomore and you got that sort of stuff. It's like every senior, every single year it's like something new is happening. Every single year is something brand new. You don't have to wait too long is the point that I'm making for magical events. You think 16 years old until 21. Oh my God, sweet 16. 17, okay, you're driving. 18, you are able to drink in the UK. And then you've got, 19, you're going out partying, you're enjoying yourself. Same with 20, maybe you've gone to uni, you're having two good years, 3 good years. 21 is like, wow, okay, like my life begins now. I'm going to go and get my job. In America, you start drinking. I think most people would say 21 is like where you're an adult globally. And you're just like, oh, I'm 21 now, I want a different type of life. Maybe you get your first girlfriend. Things are quick. Things are really quick when you're young. And then you get into this like weird purgatory pit where you just go, What happens now? What do I do? And I'm making a video on something soon, but for men especially, it's like social life just disappears because you just go, what is that? And like I said, I'll make a video on this soon for you guys because I want to. This needs a separate topic. But yeah, it becomes very boring, very monotonous, and there's nothing in between. And you end up going from something cool happening every 3 months, 6 months, or like, I finish my studies in 6 months and then I've got a whole summer to get drunk with the boys. Like that sort of stuff happens. And then it's going to be about 6 years before I get a promotion and start earning decent money and I can pay off my student debt. What are you going to do for 6 years? And it's like, you have to find contentment in normality. Write that down actually, guys. You have to find contentment in normality. I think that's the hardest thing that I've had to do in recent years. Instead of every month being like, new products that we're releasing, new idea that we've got, I've just accomplished this. This is happening, like you're pleasure seeking. You're always pleasure seeking. It's like, I've just bought a new coat. I've just bought some new furniture for the house. I just got a new TV. Oh, there's a new video game out. I've just slept with this new woman. Stuff like that. I'm taking her out for a meal. I've just booked a holiday. And then people will be like, oh, there's a new restaurant that's open. There's a new gym that's open. You're always seeking the new thing. You're like, what's going to get me excited this month? Maybe it's a new car, something like that. And it's like, no, your excitement should come from just living. You should be content with what you have. You should be content with your living situation at any given time and know that what you're chasing after will eventually come. And in the meantime, you have to find enjoyment in the little things. And look, a lot of that comes from the dopamine reset. A lot of you guys are watching porn. A lot of you guys are masturbating nonstop. A lot of you guys are drinking alcohol, eating shit food. And it's driving you crazy because you can't find pleasure in the smaller things. I noticed this when I was very young. I know I'm switching the video completely here, but I think this is an important road to go down. It's almost like a personal podcast. But I had this situation where it hit me. I was like, I'm always sad the day after I watch porn or masturbate. And even if you didn't do the full act and you just edged, I was like, I feel like shit. I remember it hit me when I was younger. I was like, there's a direct correlation with me masturbating and me feeling like shit about myself. Even if nothing had happened, I was like, I feel really low. I feel really bad. When I hadn't done that, I was like, yeah, things aren't where they're going to be, but I feel positive about the future. Same situation, completely different outlook, and that changes everything because then you can live in contentment knowing that things are going to change. So if you ever find somebody who's permanently depressed, who's always down, switching between highs and lows that's pretty normal. Life's going to go that way now and then. But if you find somebody who's always low, who's always depressed, always sees the negative in things, you go, that guy's probably sat at home just wanking every 24/7. It's not a good situation. That guy's probably eating shit food. He's probably just, can't leave his phone for 2 minutes. People have said about me when we did a London meetup with the guys, and a few of the guys were like, you're never on your phone. We haven't seen you on your phone once since we got here. And that was over like 2 days. I was like, I barely use it. I glance at it. You guys, it's there. You guys will see me go like that and go, who's that? And then I just don't really care. I'll check it when I'm ready. I'll check it when I need to. If an important call's coming in, then I'll stop the video and whatever. But other than that, I just get on with life. I'm very content with having just a coffee and a seat. Like you guys have seen the furniture in here. I've got a carpet, cushions, 2 chairs, a desk and a seat and a bed. I don't need anything more now. I really want a coffee table. I really want some lamps. I really want to start decorating it and do some hosting, get some people around and be like, let's have a glass of wine, let's have a coffee at my place, like bring your missus, and we'll all sit and we'll all have a conversation and we'll just watch the world go by for a few hours. We'll look at the view. But I'm just like, I don't need that right now. I'm very content with, like, I can sit on this floor. There's a nice carpet and some cushions. I'll just sit on there and I'll just look out the window. I'll sit on there. I'll sit in here, spin it round, read a book with that beautiful view. I honestly, guys, I don't need a lot. I really don't. I've got my gym. I've got a place to work. I've got a good group of friends. I've got somewhere to put my head down. I can have a shower. I've got every grooming tool that I need. I've got, a system where every Sunday I clean the house, do my washing. And it's nice. It's very nice. And I have 5 to 10 year plans. And people tell me all the time, you're very lucky that you have that vision. because most people are they're lost. They don't know what they're doing. They're pleasure seeking. They're looking for the next drunken night. They're looking for the next like woman to sleep with because they've got nothing else going on. They're very confused. They're looking around at the world just thinking, what's going to happen to me? And I think that's the point where they're going to get married, have some kids with the wrong person. They're lost. They're not doing it for all the right reasons. And I think it's very unhealthy, and it's putting people in a pleasure-seeking system, like I said, where they're dopamine saturated, where they're dopamine addicted, I would say, where they'll get home at night and they'll just be like, I've got nothing to do. Well, you could read a book, you could learn a language, you could do whatever, but they can't do those things because they're pleasure-seeking. And they will watch porn for hours on end. They will sit in front of the TV and binge watch something until 2 a.m. and then go, oh, I should probably go to bed, and then get up the next day and be tired and go, tonight I'm going to get an early night, and then do the same on repeat because they have no reason to get up in the morning anyway. It's a weird world, and the way you get around it, guys, is you become content with normality. I love that phrase. Somebody write that down in a quote for me. So when you go on Google and you search quotes on images, it has me and that name, my name and that quote. I love that sort of stuff. Find contentment in normality. That is probably going to be the title of this video. The lesson of the day for you guys. I really love that. Do you know why that works? Because it gives you patience. I think patience is the most undervalued quality on this planet. Well, like, I want things done quickly and I want things now, but I'm content with the way they are today. And I'm happy to do the normal stuff on repeat, the boring stuff on repeat. So when that great event does take place, oh, nice. Well done. It's here. Fantastic. And I will work towards it every day like my life depends on it. But I don't care if it happens today or next month or next year, because I know the most important thing is doing it right. And once it's in place forever. It's like if you said, life will be amazing once I get that Ferrari. Life will be amazing. You chase it, chase it, chase it. You get that Ferrari and you go, it's amazing, because it will be for a week or two. And then you'll go, what's next? Do you know, when I get that yacht, imagine what I'm going to be able to do with that yacht. So you never actually live. You never actually, stop in the moment and go, this is really fun. When people say, my life will be good when? You're in your life now and you only get one. It took me a few years to figure this one out. But you have to, like I said, become content with normality, whatever your normal day-to-day routine is, because the amount of times I said to you guys, male advantage, male advantage, male advantage. It wasn't until one day I hit 31 and I was sat there and I was like, you're in the male advantage now. When are you going to start enjoying it? When are you going to start living? And I was like, okay, don't rush, because you don't need to go out there and go and buy the Lamborghini and all that stuff and whatever and go, look at me, male advantage, to prove anything to anybody. But I was like, you need to start enjoying what you have. I was like, you got in shape, you made yourself look better, you dress well, you have a nice life and whatnot. That doesn't mean every day you need a monumental task. Doesn't mean every day you need a monumental milestone where it's like, met a straight 10 model, banged her at the house. Like, that doesn't need to happen. It doesn't need to be, when I bought another Ferrari, did a wheelie down the road in that Ferrari and everyone was looking at me. Like, you don't need days like that all the time. It's not going to happen. So you get to a point where you just kind of settle. You just feel calm. You're just like, okay, I'm in the pocket, as I call it. And when you become content with that level of normality, because not every day is going to be a massive day. Not every woman you meet is going to be your wife. Not every person you meet is going to be your best friend. Like, that's normal life. Not every restaurant you go into is going to blow your cock off and be the best food that you've ever had in your life. It's just like, you learn that, but with your business. Learn that with your 9-to-5 job. You might go to work for like 40 days in a row, minus weekends obviously, but like 40 days in a row, and not a lot happened. You just did your job, kept your head down. And on day 41, the boss calls you into the office, and it's going to be like day 401, but let's say day 41, calls you into the office and goes, positions opened up. This guy's leaving in a year, because that's how it happens. They're leaving in a year. They've given us a year's notice because it's a major job. I think you're the person for the role. You've got a year to obviously just continue as you are, prove yourself, show that you can do it. If you do that, the job is yours. And you just go, whoa. So it's like 780 days later, you've managed to go and get that major promotion and got your dream job. Like, that's how life works. But all the in-between days, nobody celebrates them. Nobody gives a shit about them. And what so many of you have got, and you need to learn, because I had to learn it, is that you're young and things used to happen quickly. Things used to happen every day. It's a Thursday, we all go out and get drunk because it's just a student thing. It's Saturday, we all go out and get drunk. It's Sunday, we all lie in bed, watch movies, and my girlfriend's going to come around and we're going to have sex 9 times. You know, everything's fun all the time. And then you get a little bit older and you go, not a lot's happening actually. Friends don't come and see me as often. We're not really having nights out. Been in this job for 2 years, 3 years, no promotion, no change, just same routine, kind of wearing the same suits to work every day. My beginner gains in the gym have kind of worn off and I just kind of look the same for 2-3 years. Should I take steroids? Nah, that's not healthy. I'm not going to take steroids. Okay, so I'm not really making major progress. Yeah, welcome to life. That's adult life. Not making a lot of progress every single day. And then it hockey sticks and it gets crazy. It gets crazy at some point. But you have this big bracket from like there, let me try and do this on camera, to about there, where you just go, what the fuck is life? It goes like that. And for some people, they do that quicker and whatever, but it's from like there, boring, 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 learning life, nothing's really happening. I figured out some shit here. Oh, it's going well. Oh, it's about to take off. That could be like 15 years. And it could be like 15 years. And then it starts to speed up again. It's like, my business just took off, I'm making $1 million a year. Or it could be I'm making 100 grand a year. The year after, I'm making $500,000. The year after, I'm making $1 million. I met a beautiful woman. The year after that, you two have moved in together. The year after that, you proposed to her. The year after that, you two have had kids. The year after that, you two, you know, if, I don't know what it would be. I don't know what it would be. Your kids walk in or something like that. You know, you start something new in the business and it skyrockets, it takes off. You move to a new house. It gets crazy again. But there's like this 15, 20 year bracket from probably like 21, for most people 21 to like mid 30s, where it's just like, not a lot's happening here. It's very slow. It's very slow. This is crazy. You know, every week in your 30s, somebody else is getting married, you're going to a new event, you went and whatever, but there is a bracket in between. It took me years to figure that one out, where like, not a lot's going to happen now. It's almost like the dark ages. It's almost like the dark ages of your life. You know, and then it just like has this renaissance period where everything gets crazy again. But early on, it's like, whoa, evolution, evolution. The dark ages, nothing's happening. Renaissance, and everything starts getting good again. And it gets there from putting the work in. It gets there from just doing the same shit on repeat every day. But don't be fooled because you've got this craziness at the start, regular checkpoints, dopamine feed, and then nothingness. And you have to learn to be content with normality. That will get you to the next phase. That is basically, there's a book by, there's a guy called Jeffrey A. Moore. He wrote a book called Crossing the Chasm, and it was to do with business. I'd say it's the same for life, especially male life, because you just have this big block where you're like, okay, that was fun, but I probably have to get my shit together, otherwise I'm going to be a lonely fat dude for the rest of my life. I'm probably going to go to the gym every morning, clean up my diet, sort out my routine, like every Sunday, and I love it. For 2 hours, I clean the whole house. Do all my laundry, stuff like that, get everything ready for the week. It makes me feel like a grown man. And at some point, I'll be too busy and I'll have people doing that for me. But right now, I quite like it. I get up, I get all that done, I tick all those boxes, I go and do my food shop, and I get back. You know, by the time I'm done with the gym and stuff like that on a Sunday morning, I'm just like, it's about midday when I've done all the cleaning and everything, and I'm like, you're done for the week. Nice. You can do whatever you want now. You can work, you can go for a walk, you can go and meet somebody, you can watch something, there might be a big sports match on. Maybe I'll watch that, I don't know. But it's getting on top of those little things every single day. Like taking pleasure in those little things. Like I take so much pleasure in sitting here right now with you guys with a coffee in hand on this grey, normal Monday. Apparently it's the most depressive day of the year. And the third Monday of January, it's the most depressing day of the year apparently. And I'm just very, very happy. Just, you know what? Do you know what? I'm not very happy, but I'm not very sad, but I'm also not meh. You know, I'm at like a 7 consistently. And I'm optimistic about what's going to happen. My dopamine's in a very healthy position. And I enjoy doing what I do. You can't beat that. Like, sure, there's probably some guy right now on a yacht in, you know, the port of Monaco, and it's probably like 30 degrees or somewhere else. He's probably having the time of his life, and he's just like, oh my God, last night was a movie. Maybe he's just sat there, you know, having a coffee on the boat and just like sat with all his friends, his beautiful wife, and he's just like, oh my God, last night was insane. Like it was his birthday yesterday. He just turned 50 and he's just celebrating. He's like, my life's insane. Is he happier than me? Yeah. Is he having a better time than me? Yeah. But it's like, I know I've got all of that to come. Does that sound, do you know what I mean, guys? Does that make sense? Instead of wanting it all today or tomorrow and then living it and going, oh, what's next? Because you do this, because I do it. I pleasure seek. If something really cool happens, if something really good happens in my life, I'm like, what's the next thing? And then I remind myself, like, slow down. Not every day is going to be a grind breaker. Not every day is going to be the craziest day of your life. You just had an amazing date with a beautiful woman. Okay, so what? Whereas a lot of guys are like, oh my God, let's speed this up. She's going to be my wife. We're going to have kids. And it's like, relax. You don't know. It was just one date. Amazing. Well done. Like, if you get to see each other again, fantastic. If you don't, so what? Like, that's how you have to live, but with business, with 9-to-5 jobs, with life and whatever. You just had an amazing Saturday. Okay, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm probably going to be really boring. Saddle back in. Settle back down. You know, you're not going to get regular checkpoints. You're going to have little whirlwind months or years or whatever, but majority of the time it's going to be like, do you know what? I've had nothing happen for 9-10 months, and they're the best times. I'm not just saying this just to front. Those are the best times. When I was, my dad was dying. You guys remember that time period in the garage when my dad was dying? And I've had this twice in my life. There was 7 months between me looking after him and him dying. And all I did on repeat was the same 3, 4, 5 things. I just woke up, went to see him, made sure he was okay, went to the gym in the garage, which I built in them, did some work on the business, and then went and looked after him again, which I won't count again as another thing. And then I just played on the Xbox, which, you know, probably isn't the best use of time, but it was COVID and it was boring and my dad was dying and I just needed something as a release. But I'd already done my 12 hours of work that day. I'd been to the gym, I looked after my dad, I had money in the bank and the government was paying me to look after my dad, which is, you know, one of the big reasons why I did it, because it gave me, I was settled. And then after he died, I had about 10 months where I just kind of did the same thing. I was just on repeat, except I didn't have to look after him. So I had an extra like 4 hours where I was able to just put it into, I started researching crypto and stuff, and that's when Solana popped off. I was telling you guys about it back then. But it was nice, it was just routine. And the early days of my business, when it was called MSI College, this same business, it was called Men's Self-Improvement College. And it was a blog. Every day I'd wake up, write as many blogs as I could. Sometimes I'd try and produce 8 pieces of content per day. I don't know what I was doing. I would record 1 video every Wednesday, and I was just doing that on repeat 7 days, and everyone thought I was weird because I never left the house. But I would do some hill sprints, and I would go down the gym, and then I would just come back to the house and just continue doing what I was doing. And it was a year of that. And I was like, this feels amazing. This is incredible. And at the time you kind of cuss it, but you're like, I know what I'm doing. This is easy for me now. I'm in a routine. And then years later, you look back and you're like, God, I could pray for a time like that. And I think I've hit one again now. And I'm in that routine again, where you have to welcome it and you have to smile and enjoy it and be like, I'm content with normality, because I'm just doing the same things on repeat every single day. And they keep getting better and they keep improving. And I'm very grateful for them. I'm very grateful for the team, the expertise I have around me. I'm very grateful for every day. It's basically the same. It's gray. It's cold. I'm not going to wake up and go, I need a whole new wardrobe. It's just the same. It stops you having to think too much. You know, wear roughly the same things. Like I said, on a Sunday, I wash all my clothes. I do the house. Saturday, I take the whole day off. Monday to Friday, I try and do as many hours as I can and try and squeeze them all in. I go to the gym every single morning at around about 5 a.m., 5:30, depending on how tired I am. And I just take it from there. And having that routine, guys, is heaven. That just, not a lot's really happening. But then now and then something big happens and you go, it's a good day for the business. Let's just sit down and enjoy it. It's a good day for me. It's a good day for my life. Damn, I actually look really shredded. Like, I'm getting some good results. Let's go to bed and continue that tomorrow. People can't live like that. I don't know why, but when you're young, it's the regular checkpoints, and you need to understand that that's not going to happen forever. 22 years old, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. None of those birthdays mean anything. How old are you today? You're like, 23, kind of pointless. How old are you today? 24, kind of pointless. And women will go out and they'll celebrate it and they'll have the balloons for their friends and whatnot. But you'll find as a man, your friends will just be like, bro, you're 25, I don't care. People were, oh, quarter of a century, you're just like, it's actually making me feel worse. Actually making me feel old. And you just get on with it. Like, I am 33 at the end of August. That just means nothing to me. We'll probably do something for One International and do an event because it will be the end of the year for One International. And it just coincides with the bank holiday. So we'll probably do something in like Marbella and whatnot. I really want to get a yacht and just park it up in the harbour and have loads of us there. I think that'd be a fun, like, end of year, like, look what we've done. But it's a boring one. People, how do you feel at 33? I'll be like, exactly the same as I did at around about 22. Like, it doesn't feel any different. I actually feel stronger, I actually feel better, I actually feel improved, but it's not like I've woken up and gone, wow, this is going to be a big year for me. It's just another one. And that's how you get results in life. That's how you move through life. Everyone's expecting life's just going to get better and better every year. And I'm going to meet my wife, and by 25, I'm going to be married with a Ferrari and kids and whatever. It's like, probably not going to happen. Like, that's what you've been used to. You have to remold your brain for adult life. And adult life is years and years and years of not a lot happening. Just the same routine, going out for a few meals, going to the gym, staying on top of things, and then things change and they evolve and everyone goes, oh, overnight celebrity. Like, everyone started to notice her writing. Like, she's an author and she's just taken off. Everyone's just started to notice this guy, this chef. His restaurants are taking off, like his new style of cooking. You know, people are raving about it in all the papers and magazines now. And you go, where did that come from? And that's what it is. Where did it come from? It came from years and years and years of just banging on the same things relentlessly, just doing them on repeat. It's not the regular checkpoints you get in your youth. That is the biggest problem with being young, is you have no experience of slowness. You just have something big happening all the time. You have so many friends that there's always a birthday party, there's always an event, there's always something happening at school, there's always something major, there's always a talking point, there's always a gossip topic, there's always somebody dating somebody and stuff like that. Normal life, it's pretty bland. It's pretty bland, and it's up to you to just do the monotonous stuff to get to major events where then your life can change. And then you don't pleasure seek, but you find what you like and you do more of that on repeat. And then you become content with that new normality. You know, like for some people, it's going skiing every 3 months or something like that. Or, you know, going, like, well, you wouldn't be able to do it every 3 months, but like, let's say they go, it's ski season, and then they get a beach house. And people are like, well, your life's so cool. And they're like, it's pretty normal. I've been doing this for years. You get a new normal that comes into place, but you become content with that because you're just doing things you love. I love sitting here with a cup of coffee. I now just do it with a better view. I now do it in slightly more expensive places where the coffee costs £5 instead of £2. You know, but I'm more than happy to go to Granada where the coffee costs £1 and sit in that environment. Do you know what I mean? But so it's not about that. It's about the occasion. It's about the people that are around you. It's about just being like, this is nice, this is fun, I'm enjoying this. Like, can you be happy with doing less? That's how you'll really get results. If you're constantly pleasure seeking, all you're going to do is spend more money. All you're going to do is, you know, you're not going to appreciate where you are. And I'm telling you, contentment gives you patience, which gives you results. I'll speak to you guys soon. Right then, guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I want to talk, actually, do you know what? Wait there. You guys can't see this, but I'm going to put my feet on this cushion because I'm doing loads of videos today and I want to be comfortable. This video, I want to talk about don't wait to live. There's so many guys out there that are waiting to live. I'll give you an example. They go, and I know this because I used to be guilty of it. Me and Hamza actually had a funny discussion years ago where I was on the phone to him and I said, look, mate, in about a month's time, 2 months' time, this is honestly, everything's going to be perfect. Just watch. He was like, you've been saying that to me for about 3 years. He's like, you keep saying, oh, in 2 months, trust me. And then he said, you find something else to do and you find something else to do. And I was like, shit, yeah, I think he's right. And this is what so many guys do. They wait to live and they see the years just pass them by. And they're saying stuff like, trust me. And I'm actually talking to him from experience here. I know a guy that did this. I'll start approaching girls once I get the McLaren. And he was like, trust me, when I get the McLaren, I'll start approaching women. It'll be fine. He was like, that's when I'll get a good one because I'll be able to get a better one. Got the McLaren and just didn't approach women. No, nothing changed. Nothing changed. People are always thinking that it will be better when. Like, now is the time. I'll tell you what, I'll join the gym once the weather gets better because I just don't feel motivated to get out of bed in the morning. You never will then. You never will, because if If you can't face walking in your shorts to the gym when it's a little bit cold and it takes you maybe 2 minutes to get there, 5 minutes to get there, and you can't be bothered to do that, how are you going to be bothered to stick at a full routine for the next like 5-6 years to actually get in crazy shape? You're not going to be able to do it. And so many people are waiting to live. You have to live now. And that doesn't mean, okay, in that case, I'm going to go and buy some expensive shit. I'm going to get, no, it's not that. Living is going for a walk. Living is grabbing a coffee with your friends. You don't have to have a lot of money. Living is going for a walk on the beach. Living is just grabbing, instead of having some food in the house, just packing it up is in like, I don't want to say it, but it's a picnic. Just going for like say it again, a picnic. Doesn't sound very masculine, does it? But just grabbing that food, going down the park or something, just sitting there and just having the food there instead of having it in the house. It's simple as that. Just getting outside, complimenting somebody, doing something new, going to the gym every day. Okay, fair enough. Join a class. Oh no, I'm not fit enough yet to do a class. Just join it. See what happens. Everyone's waiting to live. Everyone's going, I will when. I'll do it when. When this happens, I will. And like, how many years have I been saying to you guys, I can't vlog yet because my life is boring. You might enjoy it. That's me being guilty of the exact thing I'm telling you not to do. That's how you know I'm being honest about this shit. Everybody does it. It'll be fine when. And I'm like, we'll start vlogging when, every month we have an event for One International, which we now do. So I'm kind of cheating because I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. But I'm sure you guys would have enjoyed it. I'm sure you guys would have enjoyed just seeing me going and do different shit every day. I'm sure we could have put a few episodes together. I'm sure, if I had a second camera on me right now and this was some behind the scenes of what I'm filming and you guys could see my feet on this cushion, it's just cool little extra like, oh, that was different. When me and Gary do some of the filming here together, like just filming him coming through the door, me and him having a little conversation behind the scenes, I'm sure you would enjoy that. But it's like in my head, I'm like, oh, we'll do it when. When is an amazing place. When is phenomenal. Everybody wants to do things when. But you're waiting to live your life. You're getting a little bit older every single day and you're going, when I've got this in place, when I've got this, when I've done that, once I've done that, it will be fine. And it's a hard one to challenge because here's the biggest pushback on this, and I would say this to you guys. Don't go and get married, have kids and try and settle down, keep your life cheap and whatnot, and do it when you're older and you've got the money, you've got everything in place and you can do it properly. That would always be my advice to you guys. Be selfish when you're younger. So I would say hold back. When you've got that in place, do it. I think that's good advice. But what people do is nothing in the meantime. They're waiting. When I told you guys about the male advantage, so many people put their feet up and did fuck all. And that's why so many people are angry at me today. And they try and throw terms around like, you're a scammer and you did this and you did that. Because what they see is your life's pushed forward. Your life has evolved. Chris actually did everything he said he was going to do. He's never not delivered on anything. Think about it. Supplements, body wash, boxers, 2 other supplements, the diuretic, the testosterone booster, the trench coat, which everybody who's pre-ordered one has seen it and gone, fuck me, that's amazing. And I went, it's not good enough, let's do a better version. And they all went, okay, didn't think it could get any better, but that looks way better. Delivered on saying I'm going to be in London doing this. I've got to do the vlogs, which is probably the last thing. Won him international, smashed it. Said we're going to do a second house soon, probably will. Everything. Like when I said stream platform, did 12 projects, put Simp Society out. Oh, the stream platform's a scam. So why did 300,000 people watch Simp Society within the first 2 months and say this is amazing, best quality content we've seen in this industry? People just make shit up. The reason people make shit up, like even down to I'm going to get hollow cheeks and I'm going to get a lean face. No, you won't, because, and then it becomes Chris has just got good genetics. Everything I ever said I was going to do, I've done, and I've done it to an elite level. And that's what everyone got pissed off about, is like this guy actually did everything he said he was going to do. This guy actually pulled it all off. He ticked every single box. And then what do? They make shit up. It's the same line from the Facebook movie when Sean Parker says to Justin Timberlake's character, Justin Timberlake is Sean Parker, when he says to Mark Zuckerberg, I can't remember who plays him actually. No, I can't remember. And he says to him, he was like, if somehow you've lived your life like the Dalai Lama, they'll make shit up. And that's what people do, because they look at it and go, huh, he said he was going to do this, 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 and this, and I supported him, but now he's actually done it. It's exposed it for me, because they were constantly saying when. They were constantly optimistic. The male advantage is a double-edged sword. It's fucking phenomenal and it'll change your life. The problem is it also gives you an excuse to lie in bed and say, yeah, but it'll be fine because I'm not there yet. It gives you an excuse to, like, people don't realize male advantage, you have to work towards it, because the male advantage doesn't exist for 95% of people. You thought I was just going to go back on my word there, didn't you? Little bitches. I can see him in the comments waiting. Male advantage all these years, and then he's gone back on it. I tricked you. Yeah, but it doesn't exist for 95% of people. I've always said this, because most guys are 40 years old, fat, bold, ugly. They've just given up on life. They've got nothing going on. But there's a few set of guys who, when you get to a later age, keep working on themselves, keep pushing themselves, keep trying to get to a higher level, and they just stick out like a sore thumb. You can't ignore them. You're like, who the hell is that guy? And it's the guy that's worked towards it. And he's like, yeah, my life's better now. So when I say to guys, I'm 32, my life's the best it's ever been, everything's on the up and I've never felt better. Getting the best gym results, getting the best results in all areas of life. You know, everything's amazing, dating's amazing. They're like, that's BS. I'm 31 and my life's just gone downhill. And it's like, yeah, but I've not operated like you. Since I was about 16, I've done nothing but, you know, hit the gym, try and start businesses, try and be ambitious, try and push forward, reinvest my money, try and come up with a new idea. I've been focused on things like orthotropics, you know, I've been doing hill sprints and saunas while you're going out and getting drunk. It's like, it's going to add up. My diet has been immaculate for about 5-6 years. Like, it's going to accumulate. But the problem with the male advantage is everyone thinks it's given. It's not given. You have to earn it. You actually have to go out there, put the work in and earn the male advantage. It's not just going to land on your lap. But people will lie in bed on a Saturday morning, watch one of my videos, or a Sunday morning, watch one of my videos and go, good, I'm only 22. That's fine. It's like, yeah, there's a difference between patience and laziness. Patience is working hard on something and being, you know, content with where you are and waiting for that to happen and going, it'll be great one day. I trust in the process. Laziness is doing fuck all and expecting it to happen because some bold guy with some big ears said on YouTube once, the male advantage. That's a big difference. And then people get pissed off with me when it doesn't happen. They see results in your life and they're like, fuck this guy, he only got there by selling sugar pills. Okay, go and do some research on those supplements and then come back to me. Because I can't deal with people just talking nonsense and making shit up, because it highlights your own insecurities. It highlights where you're coming from. And it's just sad to see people's aggression outward towards you because they haven't actually done what they're supposed to do. And it comes from a lot of you guys waiting to live. You're waiting to live. You're not going out there and putting yourself into the world. You're not pushing yourself out into the world. You know, as men, you've got to just punch your way through walls. And every day just go out there and go and do something. It'll be okay when. It'll be fine when. Once I get this, I will. You know, and people say, you're like, mate, did you ever start that business? No, I didn't, but mate, trust me, I will. I'm the type of person who will do things. You're like, okay, I've started about 7 in the same time you said you were going to do yours. I know, but it's different for you. And you're like, nope, got less money than you have. Parents were way more broke than you. Started from a way worse position than you. My bills are actually higher than yours every single month as well. And I still managed to make it happen. But that same person will be drunk every single night of the week. But they'll say the same thing. No, trust me, I will. It's just not the right time right now. It's never the right time. I promise you guys, it's never the right time. It's never the right time to do anything, to take on a new build, to get into a relationship. All this shit will happen. You'll get in a relationship and the girl that you were chasing 3 years before will contact you and be like, hey, I really like you. And you'll be like, damn it, why didn't I wait? You'll move into a new house, you'll pay the deposit, you'll pay the whatever, and you'll get a fat bill through the door that you didn't even expect. You know, you'll sign up for... I went and bought a Range Rover, diesel Range Rover, and then the Russian oil crisis happened, and the prices went up by like double. And I was like, well, what can I do? I was like, shit happens. I was like, at least I've got a nice car that I can drive around in and I'm happy. Yeah, I was lucky that I was making good money, but you know, that's probably because I worked hard for a few years, but it's never a good time. You'll do something, you go, oh, what's the fucking chances? Typical. That sort of language will get you nowhere in life because it will just give you this negative mindset. People just say, it's a bad time to do this. Like I say to people, I'm going to buy a house in London for Wanham International. Not in this financial climate. It's just like, yeah, I just do it whenever I want to do it. When you just do things whenever you want to do them and you just push forward, things just seem to go well long term. It just seems to go really well. And it's just the people that are sat there saying, once this is in place, when this is done, trust me, I need to lose 3% more body fat, then I'll start saying hi to women. Then I'll start talking to women. Trust me. And it's like, you won't because you're still who you are. Like I always said to you guys for years, like if you're losing your hair, you're going bald, live with it for a few years. Because if you go, okay, I'm going to go and get SMP, hair transplant, whatever it might be, I'm going to wear a wig, you're just papering over cracks. You're not becoming the man that you're meant to be. You're not evolving as an individual. Because then you go, okay, I became the most confident man in the room as a bald guy. I know I can do it. I'm not reliant on hair. So then you go and get it replaced and you go, I'm no different. I'm still the same person. I'm still a superstar. I still am who I am. But for a lot of people, you strip those things away. You get rid of the watch, you get rid of the nice car, you get rid of the fake girlfriend with the fake boobs and the fake lips, and suddenly he doesn't walk into the room as powerful as he used to. And it's like, so who are you really when we strip all this shit away? Without the money, without the assets, without the shiny shit, without the guy opening your car door and the videographer capturing it and putting it out online, who are you in 9 to 5? Or who are you 24/7 behind the scenes? Who are you when you're doing normal things? Would you be the same guy? Because I could be broke living with parents and I'd still walk into a room and feel like the most confident man there because I just believe in myself. And it's certainly not delusion. It's just I know I can do anything I want to do. Things don't define me. Strip all those things away and it's like, who are you? That's a dangerous way to live. So when you're constantly saying, once I have this, once I have that hair transplant, once I get on steroids for 3 months, trust me, once I get that Ferrari, it's over. Why does it take that long to be over? Why can't you do it now? Like what's over? The fact you're going to be approaching women then, the fact that some gold diggers are going to find you attractive, the fact that, other people are going to be friends with you because you've got nice shit. Trust me, this summer with my Ferrari driving around, everyone's going to be looking at me. And it's like, just go out and enjoy yourself now. Like, why is it always once, when once? Like, just live. Just go and live. Like, I'm a white guy walking around in the cold and my skin just gets red. It fucking hurts. It just makes you look like shit. Remember I've always said to you guys, summer's for guys who are in shape and winter's for guys with money. I think winter is not for white guys as well. I've always thought that. I think in winter you just kind of look like shit. You get like red blotches on your cheeks and stuff. You just look really like Highlander Scottish, and it's not a good look. And but I'm still as confident as ever. I'm still me. I don't give a shit. Sometimes I don't shave my head and it grows out and I get the horseshoe shape here. I'm still me. I don't care. Like, why would that change? Why would that be any different? I don't understand. Sometimes I'm always dressed pretty well, but I'm not dressed as well as I could be. I'm still me. I don't see the difference. I don't see the problem. Everyone gets so caught up in, the stuff that defines them and makes them who they are. Stop waiting to live. So many of you are doing it, waiting to live. And I'll do it next year. Trust me, next year, this time next year, you'll see. Who are you trying to prove it to? Why are you trying to tell people? Just go and live. And it will hit you like a switch. One day you'll just go, I'm doing things. I'm up and about. I'm doing things. I'm active. Because I used to do this. I used to be like, trust me, when I live in that location, it will be different. And then you go, because everything I tell you guys comes from experience. It's because I fucked up all over the years. And it will be, trust me, once the weather gets better, I'll start getting up earlier and going to the gym. I'll start going for runs. I would go for runs, but it's a bit cold right now. If you can't do it in the toughest of circumstances, you won't sustain it in the best. Now, you might do it, but you won't sustain it. Because that's the thing, it's a novelty. Because people go, I'll do it when it's sunnier. And then they do. Because they will. Because it's a novelty. Oh, it's sunny now, I'm going to go for a run. They don't sustain it. They don't do it for a long time. And also, if you're living somewhere like the UK or New York, what you're going to do is just run for 4 months and then for 8 months not do it. That's not a routine. That's not something you're going to get results from. That's just something you did once or twice that last year. I used to run. That's that sort of person. Do you know what I mean? So it comes from just going, situation is bad right now, circumstances are terrible, I'm going to do it anyway. And that's when you start getting results. The amount of people that have made a lot of money during recessions or like the markets have crashed and they're like, okay, now we take our opportunity. Are you crazy? It's like, no, I just don't wait for things. I'm just going to make things happen now. I'm just going to go for it and see what happens. There is no like perfect time. You can get good time in, but there is no perfect time and there is no like one fits all strategy of like, you wait until when. What you're waiting for is a mindset change, is a mindset shift. That's the biggest thing you're waiting for. Because like I said, I've done it. And I get up on a Sunday, I go to the gym, I come back, I do all the housework. When I was younger, fucking housework, are you kidding me? It used to make me feel sick. I was like, I didn't work all my life so I could clean my house. But now I'm like, I want to do it because I want to make sure my house is clean. I want to make sure my clothes are ready for the week. I want to make sure I've got nothing to worry about. Monday to Friday, I'm focused on business. Saturday, I can take the whole day off. Sunday, rinse and repeat the routine. I think a lot of it's maturity. Instead of saying I'm going to wait until when the male advantages come in, trust me, you guys have to take action. Stop waiting to live, guys. Get out there, start living, start doing even the little small things. You don't have to wait to go and sit there and have a coffee. You don't have to wait to go and take a girl out for food and whatnot. Just live, go and enjoy, just see what you can do. You know, go and try things, sign up to a class at the gym. Oh, I'll wait until I'm way better so I don't get beaten up in sparring. Just go, just see what you learn. You don't have to be the best boxer in the room to go and join up. You're going to go and join a jiu-jitsu class. But I've never done it before. Who cares? Just go and join. Where else are you going to learn? You're going to roll around on the floor with your toddler at home? Like, it's not going to happen. Just go and sign up, go and join, see what happens. Just go from there. There is never a good time to fucking do anything, I swear to God. Anything you do, you'll get slapped in the face. Life punishes you for doing new things. If you want a boring life, but here's the thing. If you want an easy life, do nothing. Do nothing new. It gives you a very easy life and it's comfortable. You get no stresses, it's very easy, but then you don't grow. If you want a good life, or even a great life, and you want to be a great individual, you have to head front onto the obstacles. You have to do a lot of new things all the time. You have to challenge yourself constantly. You have to be ready to do things even when you're not ready. You have to jump off the cliff and grow your wings on the way down. And at the end of all that, through all the stress, through all the horrible days, through all the times when you're depressed and you genuinely just want to fucking quit, there will be a moment where you sit there and you go, I'm able to handle all of this now. I've become a little bit of a monster. I've seen this before. You're like, I can deal with all of this shit. I'm starting to see results. And do you know what? Upon reflection, just looking around, this life is starting to reflect something that I really dreamt of when I was younger. It creeps up on you. It's not an overnight thing. And you go, I'm becoming that man. I think I am that man. And then you realize, okay, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. You just get your head down, you get at things. And then as time goes on, as the clock ticks by, over, dealing with new problems, dealing with things that were unexpected, getting through the difficult days and celebrating the wins and whatnot, and then getting back to the drawing board, trying and trying again, getting knocked down, getting back up. It's through that you become who you need to be. And then off the back of that, you will sit there and you will go, I'm exactly where I need to be. I'm the exact man that I need to be. And you will say to somebody, I'm so glad I took that risk 6 years ago. I'm so glad I decided 6 years ago when I was in that pub that I was going to change. So it's just a mindset thing. It's nothing different. And you just need to get out there, start living. Because if you don't, guys, it'll creep up on you. Before you know who you are, you're 40 years old. And you've realized that for the last 20 years, you've been saying, next year, trust me, the time's not right. It'll never be right if you've got that mindset. If you can't go running in the rain in winter, then you probably won't sustain a training regime and a good diet, even in summer when the weather's brilliant and you want to be in shape and you want to take your top off and stuff like that. Think about the discipline to go to the gym when everyone's layered. You're layered, you're wearing jumpers, coats, nobody can see your body anyway, but you've got discipline to keep going for you, because there'll be that one moment in summer where you go somewhere and you take your shirt off and you've got loads of people looking and you're like, no, it's not about that, but you'll go, it's a good payoff. Or you'll be at home, you'll take your shirt off in front of a girl you're dating and she'll go, oh my God, your body is insane. And you'll be like, that's nice. That feels good. Or you carry something for somebody who's unable to carry something, they're weaker than you. And they're like, thank you so much, that's really kind of you. And you just be like, I like that. I like that feeling. I like that feeling of strength. I like to know that I have purpose as a man. It's the small wins, they come way later down the line, but it's you. You're the problem. If you're sat there going, if I wasn't in fucking rain in England, if I was on a beach right now in Dubai running around, it'd be so much easier to go train. I'd be so much more motivated. That might be true, but that's not an excuse. Like I said, it might be true. I remember when I went to see Rob Lipset and he said you should be walking 3 times a day and take cold showers every day. Now, I'm in Marbella and it was 25 degrees and I was like, yeah. So I started walking every single day and it was flat. And I was walking around, I was enjoying myself and I was taking cold showers every day. And I got home and I looked really lean and I looked really good and I felt great about myself. Then I was back in hilly Gloucestershire and it was raining every day. And I was like, I don't want to go for a walk. This is shit. And I don't want to take a cold shower because it's -3 outside and it's snowing. I want to be warm. I want to have I want to have a warm shower. In fact, I want a warm bath because I want to feel good about myself. The conditions change. What shouldn't change is your habits. You should do them regardless. It doesn't matter. That's how you get to the very top. That's how circumstances don't alter what you're doing. You can't alter results. You can't. If you want to do it anyway, you can do it. Oh, it's raining. I'm going to go for a run. You're an idiot. Doesn't matter. It's still like my body's still going to benefit from it in the same way. I might be a little bit colder, but I still need to do it. You know, oh, it's cold. I don't want to go to the gym because all I've got is shorts and I'm going to walk down there and be freezing. Yeah, but it can't stop you doing it. And do you know what I mean? It's going to be uncomfortable, but it shouldn't stop you doing it. It's still going to be the same system. And it's like, until you actually, like the Bruce Lee quote, I don't fear the man that does 1,000 kicks a day. I fear the man that does one kick for 1,000 days. Yeah, so do I now. So do I, because I know the difference in mentality between those two versions of me, where you have like a stellar day. January 2nd, you're in the gym, you smashed it. Great year is underway, here we go. And then by January 15th, 16th, you're masturbating. You're watching porn, you're watching movies, you're like, oh, I fucked up, I need to get back on the horse. But it was that constant going again that get you to a point where you go, I'm going to be consistent. Even if I've only got 30 minutes and it's raining, I'm going to go anywhere, I'm going to train, I'm going to come back, and I'm just going to know that I did what I had to do. Because it's like, I'm even at a point now where I like rest days from the gym, but I might not ever take a full rest day, because I think when you do, the next day it's harder to go again. Like if I have a rest day on a Sunday from the gym, Monday morning you're like, oh, don't know if I can be bothered. But if you stay in that routine where you get up early every single day without fail, and even if you go down the gym just to sit in the sauna, or you go down the gym just to walk on the treadmill for 20 minutes, you know, or go in there just to do some stretches and then come home, you've made the effort to get up and stick to that routine, and then you won't fall out of it. That is starting to mean more to me than anything else. So guys, stop waiting to live. It's not your environment. It's not the weather. It's not the people around you. It's you. You're the one who controls everything, every single decision. Make it happen. Stop waiting to live. It will not be better next year. It'll not change when. It won't be better once you've got that new watch or car, or, you know, once I've got a nice new pair of shoes, I'll actually start going out. And just go out. Just see what happens. Just enjoy yourself in the meantime. You can do what you can with what you have right now, and you will grow from that. It starts with feedback. It doesn't start with results. Everyone looks at it the wrong way. It's so silly. I'll speak to you guys soon.